We have found this swarm of bees here in the tree. We think this is from our observation hive. So it's a little late in the year for it to be successful, but in order to prepare, I'm drizzling some honey on these frames of wax, and then I'm gonna try and scoop them into the box. They're unfortunately on a very thick branch. Otherwise, I would try and cut it and shake it. I might still try and shake it, but the best thing to do is probably to scoop gently, but we'll try it out. There's bees everywhere. This will just hopefully help attract the bees and keep them there. Some of this is crystallized. I want to lay my ratchet strap down. And that's the hope that this is successful, that I can then ratchet it all together in order to move it to the apiary. And with them being so long like that, it'd be difficult to shake them. Probably don't need the smoker, but I always start it just in case.
Is that a smoker?
Yeah. I just keep gently brushing them down into it, hoping that I've brushed the queen down. I keep looking for her, but if I can't find her, eventually I'll know that she's there. Could take a while. Trying to locate the queen. Ooh, I might have found her. Ooh. I think she's right there. I think she's underneath these bees. Shoot. I think I lost her. I want to get my clip ready just in case I can find her. There's a clip that'll help hold her in place and not let the attendant still take care of her, because she doesn't feed herself. She also could be on this box, so I might look at. Go ahead. Her abdomen is a lot longer. She has shorter wings compared to her body, and she usually has a really shiny thorax. So we're gonna keep looking. Good sign they're clustering. Well, that they're not leaving the box; they're staying on the box. We're just trying to see if they'll start indicating that she's down here or up there. clustered like this. Trying to get enough of them in the box that maybe I will have gotten the queen. This branch is just so big. We'll give them a second to settle.
Putting some honey inside to help entice them.
I think the queen must be finally on the ground because there's finally fewer bees up on the trunk. I just keep gently brushing them down into it, hoping that I've brushed the queen down. I keep looking for her, but if I can't find her, eventually I'll know that she's there, and since they're staying. Even an hour, they might be inside the hive by then, just hanging out. Because that's the advantage, it's on our property, so it's like the one that we caught on campus. I didn't want to leave it there. They're focused on trying to find a home and not stinging. How extra long she is?
Mm-hmm.
I don't have my clip. Are you able to see her? Right there?
Yeah.
Where'd she go? I definitely saw the queen, but she was very quick and I wasn't able to capture her, but I know she's there, so I'm gonna keep looking a little longer, see if I can put her inside the box. I think that's why most of the bees are now hanging outside of the box. She's in the clip. She can't get out. Okay, I'm gonna put her. That's good news. Now I'm going to do a little more scooping now that I have the queen securely in a clip within the hive, and then I'll be able to close them up, wait till they're all into the hive, and then move them to the apiary. What? I miss it, Earl. Thanks for watching the capture of the new swarm. We're gonna probably name it Randy since Randy is the one who discovered it. It's been about 1 month since we captured this hive that we named Randy. I checked it about a week and a half later to see that it was queen right. The queen was laying eggs. So now it's been a couple more weeks and it's time to check her again to see how she's faring. It's a little overcast, so I brought some lights to hopefully be able to see into the hive a little better. It's a little chilly today, but it's at least above 50, so that's okay because the bees can fly around 50 degrees. Just looks like a teeny tiny little population. Which was to be expected because it's a late swarm. We're more hoping that this queen will survive and could be useful in another hive to help bolster their population. They are making lots of honey. See that?
Look at that. Beautiful.
And I see brood on the next frame. Okay, we got young brood that's uncapped. We have eggs, and we have capped brood too. Takes about 3 weeks for the brood to hatch out. So definitely queen right, just not a very large hive. And I'm looking for the queen right now, just to see if I see her. They definitely could use less space. So it's important that you don't give them too much space. If you look down in here, you can see there's no bees on these frames, or very few. And that can be bad for the hive overall because it gives an opportunity for pests or diseases to move in. So we like to reduce them down. This newspaper just indicates that I had attached 2 frames, combined 2 frames together, or sorry, 2 boxes. Whoops.
Careful. You okay?
Try and bolster their population. It's a fairly light hive. I also gave them some honey. They only chewed through half of it. So I'm going to combine them so they'll just be one box. Look, there's just hardly any bees. But we know we have a queen, so we don't want to just put more bees on them. These are hive beetles. These are not good for a hive. So they can just be annoying. They'll eat the honey and lay their eggs in there. So we just want to kill it. A large hive beetle. There we go. Surprisingly, have not seen the queen yet, but we see evidence of her everywhere. We want to keep the population together. One has honey, so that's great. We're definitely going to leave this in the hive for the bees. You can see there's just no honey in there, so it's going to be vital that I get them some honey. I keep honey frozen, ready for them. And I'm gonna have to go get a box. Let's see if I can find the queen. Surprisingly, have not seen the queen yet, but we see evidence of her everywhere. Oh, she's in there somewhere. She could be on the sides. So we'll just gently. Again, I want to make sure there's no eggs, which there shouldn't be on the very last one. Queen is rarely. all clean. Make sure we don't smash any bees if we can help it. There's another one. Alright, now they're a little bit more compact. They got quite a bit of honey now. I'll bring them another box with honey, but for now, I want to get them reduced down. If I give them another box, I want to put it on top of this solid cover so the bee doesn't go up, the queen bee doesn't go up in there and lay. It's more for the bees to go up and collect honey. Alright, so we call this hive Queen Right because it has a queen and she's laying. And that's your update on Randy, the swarm that we captured about a month ago. And this is Rachel at Curtis Orchard. Hi, this is Rachel at Curtis Orchard giving you an update on our beekeeping situation. Today I'm looking through the hives to see that they have enough honey, and if they don't, I'll put extra frames of honey inside each hive. And I'm also installing this piece of metal here with the holes, and this is a mouse excluder. Mice like to find nice, warm, cozy places to make their home for the winter, and one of those places is in the hive, and this is really disruptive to the bees, and you could lose your whole hive because of the mouse in there rustling around, eating the honey and the wax, and just causing general destruction. So if we put this on, the mice can't get through these little holes, but the bees can. This is Randy, and we inspected her a little earlier, and she had a laying queen. We saw the queen, and we saw brood, capped and uncapped, and eggs. So brood at all stages, and they had hardly any honey or nectar at the top. They'd eaten it all, so we put this extra box with more honey and nectar.